Hello guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today we will be building this, which is a space shuttle. It can be whichever you want. This specific example is Challenger. So as you've seen, I've just started the nose cone, which hopefully you are following. It might be a good start. This build is going to be symmetrical, but right now I am doing the centre line. So this is so big and complicated, I didn't want to do both sides, but here you can see that I'm building right now the centre line. There are a few mistakes. I recommend watching the footage through before you build it and then watching it through as you do it, because I do make a few mistakes. But as you may notice, the side is full of holes, which I'll correct in a minute. But here we are just putting that block of obsidian in, and soon to be the canopy, but that's not yet. Put your black carpet there. Your smooth quartz, I believe it's actually a stair, it's not a slab, which you'll see in a second. Yep, it is a stair. Put a block of wool there. Actually, that should be 16 blocks of wool. And then go diagonally backwards with a block of obsidian, as you'll see here. And I believe this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 blocks tall. And then do the diagonal and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think. Oh, I've done a mistake. It should be 9 tall, not 8 tall. And then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks back. Go 4 blocks down. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to do 2 blocks inwards and then another block inwards. 2 and the 1. And do another one, which will get connected up in a minute. Now build 3 down from the second to most forward block. So you go 1, 2, and then build that down, just like that, 3 tall. Build a diagonal down and just connect that to the bottom, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6 blocks. So build that and then fill the tail in solid with white wool. I also recommend filling in the bit below it, or your payload bit is going to look weird. No, it isn't, because I forgot the bulkhead, which you may want to add. It should just be light grey wool or iron blocks or anything lining up with the tail. Depends on your choice and what you like. So I filled the tail in solid, and now we're going to, I think I just need to patch up some of the side bits. We're going to get a smooth cut. Yeah, I'm just patching up now. Ignore this because we're not onto this bit yet. We're going to build outwards in layers, so just ignore this. I'm just patching it up. Right, and now we fill in the bottom row solid with obsidian all the way to the back, which I've just realised I didn't specify the length, but it should be, I meant to say that it is 38 blocks long, as you saw in the text there, but now we're going to build 36, so it is 1 block short on both ends, and build back like that. And now we're going to do a nether brick slab to each side with an obsidian behind it, another nether brick slab, then a white wool behind that, and then a white slab. That's sort of the theme for the nose. Get a block of obsidian, place it behind that, and put a nether brick slab on top of it, a white wool, and then black stained glass block with a white wool below it. After you've done that, put a slab behind the canopy, and then a stair. I recommend smooth quartz and not normal quartz. And now build wool back all the way to, I've not counted how long it is, sorry, but build it back to the same distance back as your tailplane. In total, the vehicle should be 38 blocks long. And now fill that in with obsidian so it should just meet with the top, and build that symmetrical, and that does it for the first layer outwards. Now we're going to do the second layer outwards, where we're going to go 2 blocks back and place it. And we're going to go back with the obsidian and cut just 1 block short, so we've got a shape like that. And that is as far forward as the wings will go. Well, the backs of them anyway. So now we're going to get white wool, obsidian, nether brick slab and quartz slab. Now this is a little bit confusing, it even confused me, but you put your slab there, put your obsidian there, put it behind the slab, then put white wool up behind it, but up a block. Have another obsidian there and put double dark oak trapdoors there, which I think I forgot in the video, but now put a nether brick slab there and have a white wool behind it with a quartz slab stacked on top. And behind that you want to have a white wool, and then you want a black stained glass block behind it. I think I'm going to finish up on the heat shield first. Yep, there we go, we'll put in the OMS pods, which is the wooden trapdoors. And now I think I do the heat shield. So you do 2x2 there, and you do 2x2 behind it, I think. You'll see in a second. No, not yet. So now you do your black stain. Am I gonna do the black stained glass? Yes, do the black stained glass 1 block diagonally behind it, and build your slab and then your white wool running back to the same length as the rest of it, and also build it 1 block further. And now fill it in with obsidian, but miss a block, and replace it with a white wool. That is going to be the tri-mount for the engines. Now we're cutting back to the front, where go to your front trapdoor, white wool, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then do a layer, then do a block of obsidian, and build that obsidian all the way back to your closest one forward. So just build it so it should be 2 blocks in front of the engine plate, and that does that. So now we're going to get a nether brick slab and put it there. And I'm also going to put the white wool down, I think. So put the white wool so it just reaches up like that, and build that 1 block forward. Now we're also going to do the OMS thrusters on the back. Put another trapdoor there, them 2 are just placeholders, delete them. Place a block at the back and with a wooden fence in front of it. So you place a block there, put your fence there, and now place a block to either side to place your trapdoors. Do the same on the other side, so it should form a square around it of trapdoors, and that pretty much does it for this layer. I did this because I think it just looks better with the little monoprop puffs coming out the back. By the way, it'd never dock to the ISS from the front, it'd have its payload bay doors open and dock sideways. But I'll add open payload bay doors, Canadarm, and gear in future, as well as the parachute. I have already modelled it at the time I'm filming this, but I've just not put it in this video because I need it to be out today. So keep doing this. So you've done your 2x2 square with a wall block on top, and then do a slab out by the canopy with a block behind it. You do 2 slabs there just to hide the space. You put a block there and a stair there, that just covers that up nicely. Just looking at that, yep, put a slab there, and you want a stair there, because that's what the slabs are for. Now, yeah, I'm just correcting it on this side because that's how it should be. I built it wrong, sorry. And now run your, I believe it's white wall back. Yeah, it's white wall. This is going to be the main components for the wall, I believe, which you'll see in a second. Yeah, I filled that in so it comes in line, which should be 4-5 blocks long. You might just want to watch that back in slow-mo. I think it's 4 blocks. Leave the stairs off for now, so doing it layer by layer, which actually I'll just keep them on. No, do I keep them on? Yeah, I do. And now fill in that wall solid once you've done the details on the front. We'll add the hatch and the American flag in a moment. So for now you're just adding that on. Once that wall is filled in solid, you're going to need a block of coal, a block of smooth quartz, red wool and blue wool, and probably a stone button as well, but I forgot to include that. So put a smooth quartz block in the middle. Also make sure to put a stone button there in the middle. And then now we're going to do the American flags, which, as I said, blue, red wool and smooth quartz. So you want to go, I think it is 2 blocks from the back, you'll see in a second. Do your blue wool there, and your 3 red and your 4 red on the bottom. And now you need signs that say United States on them. I just need to patch up this wing that I've incorrectly built so it doesn't confuse me. Put obsidian back there, another brick slabs. Yep, that's right. Now we've got the flag, it should be 4 blocks from the back. And now in full caps put just put United States on both signs. I would have done it with banners, but that'd only really work in 2:1 scale, which, note, this is 1:1 and it's not the correct size to go with all my other builds. So just note that when you're building this. 2:1 would have been way too huge. It was 72 blocks long. So now we're going to dig out 2 blocks with a 1 block gap, and then 2 blocks with a 2 block gap, and then another 1 block gap, as you've just seen me do. And fill them in with obsidian. They are just, I'm not really sure what they are. I think they're for depressurizing the cabin. Right, yep, that's right. But then I've realised that actually that wall shouldn't be there on the left side, so delete it and replace it with slabs. That is behind the row behind the outermost layer of the canopy, and fill that in with quartz slabs up to the OMS, orbital maneuvering system. Right, so for the wings we want to go, right, I've not been very clear with where they go. So they go in the 2 block gap, they go at the front, and build it 4 blocks and then 3 blocks. Right, you can see where the wing's located there at the front of the 2 block gap. So do a 3 and then do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of 1. This is for the shuttle's delta wing. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And now do 3 blocks. Yep, that's 3. 1, 2 and 3. And now run it in, and it should just be solid. Yep, that is right. Hang on, I've run it. You see what I did? I did the 2 inwards but backwards and then filled it in. So now you fill your wing in solid with obsidian. This is very expensive if there's any survival players, so if you're on survival, do it with coal or black wool. But I think obsidian looks best. I've realised I built this wrong, so extend it by a block on either side so it's equal now. Yeah, like that. It should be, I think it's 6 blocks wide, but I don't know. we now are going to cover the full wing, except for that very back row in white wool. Do 4 blocks, a block of obsidian, and then do 2 blocks of white wool. Now cover the entire outline of the wing in nether brick slab. So you just go over it, like so, cover it, and now you do white wool across the full thing. Just completely cover it. Now the row in front of that block of obsidian, the whole row should be obsidian except for the nether brick slab on the wingtip, but I'm sure you know that is right. This is for Challenger, but if you want to build any other shuttles, you are going to have to research what the ailerons look like, because I'm building quite an old design. Challenger never had the US flag on the wing. It didn't have worm logos, and it had different ailerons to the later shuttles. Now you're going to need a dark oak stair, dark oak trapdoor, dark oak fence, nether brick block, nether brick stair. This is fairly complicated, so I think I'm just going to shut up and you can watch what I'm doing to build it. Just be aware of the mistakes, because I make one immediately by building a stair at ground level instead of 1 block elevation, but you'll see me correct that in a minute. So I'll shut up while you do that. Note that them bottom slabs there should be top slabs and not how I've done them. That is a mistake. I don't particularly love the engines, but they're about the best I could get, so if anyone has any other suggestions for a better type of engine, just tell me in the comments. Ideally link it if you can. But the engines are nearly done. We're just building the top RS-25 Space Shuttle main engine. So we're going to put a trapdoor on the bottom half of that block, a backwards dark oakwood stair. Now I think it's a slab of stair, then a block on the top, and on the bottom it's solid blocks. So it's like that. Build the block with the stair, that does that, And now it is trapdoors for the sides of the nozzle. So it'd have been a lot easier to build if the shuttle actually used an aerospike. Right, anyway, that will do that. So now we are basically done with the exterior. We're going to go build the interior now. Thing with the interior is it's not perfect, and it's just a base model. So you can add controls and stuff yourself. So you can see me put a door in the centre and build a big grey wall. We want 3 ladders to the left side with a door with a button to the right. The real one I don't think had a ladder, but the real one was in 0G, so didn't need it. In Minecraft we don't have 0G, so you do. Put a door there and a button to the right, but on the left on the inside, so that you can open the door. At the canopy you want 3 nether brick stairs for the control panel, and then 2 nether brick seats. Have 4 if you're doing it during ascent, but only have 2 if you're doing it in flight. At this point, for the one that I'm building it, would only have 2, because the jump seats would have been put away. You put all of the flight avionics that you want in there. But now we go to the bottom floor. Cover the back wall in beacons, just as you can see here. Grey wool. Now on this side it is just curved around. It's curved around upside down stone brick stairs, and in there it's just stacked carpet for the horizontal beds. To place the door you just do that. Now this deck had 3 seats at all times, so it didn't really, there's no options for this deck. Put that, and that, and add any extra optionals like alarm clocks and tables that you wish, but that does that. I've also realised that I completely forgot to add the bulkhead and stuff to the payload bay, which I'll do in future, in probably my next tutorial. But I'm going to do the Canadarm, the payload bay doors open, the gear open, the parachute on the tail. I might eventually, I'll build an upright one with the external tank and the Hubble Space Telescope. But that does it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.